What was the context of the Hill 303 massacre in the Korean War? Have you ever wondered about the darker chapters of history that shaped our world? One such chapter is the Hill 303 massacre during the Korean War. This event occurred in the early 1950s, a time when tensions were high between communist forces and Western nations. The Korean War began in June 1950 when North Korean troops, backed by China and the Soviet Union, invaded South Korea. This conflict was not just a battle for territory. It was a significant part of the Cold War, a period marked by political strife between communist and non-communist countries. The Hill 303 massacre specifically refers to the execution of American soldiers by North Korean forces. This tragic event is a reflection of the intense military actions and the harsh realities of war. Both sides committed various atrocities, and the treatment of prisoners of war was a major issue throughout the conflict. North Korea aimed to unify the Korean peninsula under its communist regime, viewing the war as a fight against imperialism and for national sovereignty. During the Korean War, the North Korean military was accused of violating international laws regarding the treatment of prisoners. The Geneva Convention outlines the rights of prisoners of war, and the actions taken during the Hill 303 massacre raised serious concerns about these violations. The North Korean forces faced significant logistical challenges, which they claimed contributed to the poor conditions in their prisoner of war camps. However, this does not excuse the mistreatment that occurred. The Hill 303 massacre and similar incidents were used by Western powers to illustrate the brutality of communist forces. These events served to rally support for their cause during the Cold War. From a communist viewpoint, such actions might have been seen as necessary in the context of a war against perceived enemies. However, the broader historical record shows that these incidents were part of a pattern of violence that marked the Korean War. In summary, the Hill 303 massacre is a stark reminder of the brutal realities of the Korean War and the ideological battles that defined the Cold War era. Understanding this context helps us grasp the complexities of international relations during that time and the lasting impact of these events on global politics.